Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Noah Zafira Putizkafli. My matrix number is 140M20F2015. So today our group would like to discuss about case study on engineering society. So the title chosen was Sabah earthquake in 2015. So our group name is Hidup. These are the members. So the introduction. The 2015 Sabah earthquake at 6.0 on the Richter scale occurred around Ranau, Sabah at 7:15 a.m. Friday, 5th June 2015. The National Earthquake and Tsunami Center reported tremors felt in most places in Sabah, including Tambunan, Tuaran, Padalaman, Kota Kinabalu, and many more places. Its location is 5.1 north, 16.6 east. Wake aftershocks occurred 47 times. Part 1. Engineering Management in Society. So what are laws and standards? Standards are documents created by professional and or governmental organizations that contain technical definitions, specifications, and guidelines to ensure consistency, safety, quality of materials, products, processes, and services. The use of standards is voluntary but encouraged in order to facilitate interchangeability across companies and support international trade. Next, what are legal and regulatory obligations for public safety, workplace safety, and protection of the environment? Codes and regulations set mandatory legal requirements. They are implemented by different levels of government and regulatory authorities, such as federal or state agencies and municipalities, and incorporate standards that have been created by the agency or by standards developing organizations. Codes and regulations reference specific standards as a method to meet what is required. Building codes can vary by state, county, or municipality. Some states, such as New York, have adopted international codes. Next.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arif Irfan bin Muhammad Azizi. Duties to profession, employers and society. Engineers shall hold paramount the safety, health and welfare of the public in the performance of their professional duties. Engineers shall perform services only in areas of their competence. Engineers shall issue public statement only in an objective and truthful manner. Engineers shall act in professional methods for each employer or client as faithful agent or trustees and shall avoid conflict of interest. Part 2. Professional bodies in engineering. Professional conduct is the field of regulation of members of professional bodies, either acting under statutory or contractual powers. Historically, professional conduct was wholly undertaken by the private professional bodies, the sole legal authority for which was a contractual nature. These bodies commonly establish code of conduct and ethical code for the guidance of their members in certain areas where the public interest is considered to be heavily engaged. Legislation has been enacted either replacing professional regulation by statutory legislation or by a form of supervision of the professional bodies by the statutory body. The Code of Professional Conduct for Related Engineer Field in Malaysia, BEM, a registered engineer shall at all times hold paramount the safety, health and welfare of the public. A registered engineer shall undertake assignment only if he is qualified by education and experience in the specific technical field in which he is involved. A registered engineer shall issue public statement only in an objective and truthful manner. A registered engineer shall act for each employer or client as faithful agent or trustee. A registered engineer shall conduct himself honorably, responsibly, ethically and lawfully so as to enhance the honor, reputation and usefulness of the profession.
My name is Logan Rush, son of Bodivelu, and my matric number is 14DEM20F 2013. Sustainability and green engineering. The MW60 MT Kinabalu earthquake of 2015 was a complete and deadly surprise because it occurred well away from the nearest plate boundary in a region of very low historical seismicity. Our seismological, space geomorphological and field investigations show that the earthquake resulted from rupture of a northwest dipping normal fault that did not reach the surface. Its unilateral rupture was almost directly beneath 4,000-meter high Mt. Kinabalu and triggered pedestrian slopes failures on the steep mountainous slopes which include rockfalls that killed 18 hikers. Our seismological and morphotonic analysis suggests that the rupture occurred on a normal fault that is placed upwards of the previously identified normal Markov fault. Our mapping of tectonic landforms reveals that these faults are part of 2,000 km long system of normal faults that traverse the eastern side of the Crocker Range parallel to Sabah's northwestern coastline. Although tectonic reason for the active normal fault system remains unclear, the length of the longest fault segments suggests that they are capable of generating magnitude 7 earthquakes. Such large earthquakes must occur very rarely, tough given the hitherto unpredictable geodesic rates of active tectonic deformation across the region. So these are the models. The Green Technology Master Plan outlines the strategic plan for green technology development to create a low carbon and resources efficient economy. This document set out the immediate cost for the country to embark on a green growth journey. It lays the foundation for the cultivation of mindset and behavioral change to inculcate green lifestyle among the rakyat. This master plan is essential to facilitate the transformation national to 2050 or TN50, which is an initiative to position Malaysia amongst the top countries in the world in economic development, citizen well-being and innovation by the year 2050. So these are the model sustainability and green engineering. First, setting the bar. Second, shock absorber. Third, top to toe resilience. Fourth, elegance and safety. Fifth, protective mesh. Sixth, evolving design.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Casestudy Rizwan. My metric number is 14DM10 2018. So I would like to present the next slide, which is the needs for providing the solution toward the sustainability and green engineering invention. So the first one is we need to have high professional skill engineer, which in order to create an invention, we have to provide an engineer which have a lot of experience in this field. So the next one is there is no corruption in our country, which if there is a corruption in our country, the invention or the project will not be able to create successfully. So the third one is we should be able to planning and estimate cost to provide the facility for the innovation, which in order to create an innovation, we have to planning, and we have to know the pros and cons for the innovation. So the next one is we should have estimate the cost so that we are not overly spend on the innovation. So we need to provide the facility for the innovation as well, as the facility is very important for the invention to be created. So the next one is high technology, which is need to shorten the time apply the invention. So as a citizen, we know that the invention will be useful for us, so we really need it to achieve successfully in a shortened time. So that's why we have to have high technology. Assalamualaikum. One is the three element of a sustainable water feature. which one of the most important thing in the sustainability and green engineering. So the first one is the resiliency, which the water resource, water related disaster risk and vulnerabilities actually will be included in the resiliency sub-index, which is the water stress, green space, water related disaster risk, flood risk and water balance, also the water reserve. So we should know the efficiency of the innovation, which the leakage, metering water use, continuity coverage and charges, which the sub-index include the leakage, water charge, service continuity, wastewater reuse, metered water, drinking water and sanitation. So the next one is the quality. So we should have all the quality which involve the health, the sanitation, the pollution and environmental effect, which include the drinking water, the sanitation, the treated wastewater, which is the mineral, water related disease, the water pollution and threatened freshwater species. Next one is conclusion. So the conclusion that we can provide from the presentation is that working in engineering requires specialized knowledge and training, and higher education is often needed to achieve this quality. Engineering professional organisation provide a code of ethics, which is usually of higher calling than the legal requirement to practice the profession. So this code help guide engineering decision to protect the public first, the engineering profession and the engineer. As such, green engineering is an effective approach which offer guidance and support toward the direction of sustainable process, product and system, which reducing the risk to the human and the environment.